Yo, what's the deal? I'm back with another video, and this video is a little bit different. This isn't an S2K video. This is more like a Type R video, FK8 Civic Type R video, that is. So my brother has been buying Mugen parts on the side. He's been, wanting to put his car together ever since he got it. As of lately, he started buying some parts, and so I agreed to help him out with some of them on installing some of them. So mainly it's gonna be me installing them for the most part, but he's over here learning, I guess. But hey, everybody learns somehow, But yeah, I'm just gonna show off his car real quick. It's a 2021 model. It's a 2021 model, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, it's a 2021 model. Bone stock, you already know, hasn't done anything to it, but now we're gonna add some Mugen parts to it. So this is his 2021. When did you get it?
August.
Yeah, so far it's pretty nice. I drove it. It feels like a more modernized S2K in my opinion. It's not a bad car, not a bad car. I like it. And to be quite honest, I actually considered at some point trading my S2K for one of these, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. And so I stuck with the S2K, obviously. And but yeah, so I'm gonna just fulfill my dream of building a Civic Type R through my brother's car for the most part. So I mean, so far he's doing right, getting the Mugen parts. That's something that I would do, to be quite honest. Obviously you see the Mugen banner. I'm a big Mugen fanboy, if anything, but it doesn't obviously translate in the videos because mainly I'm doing more spoon than Mugen. But I wish there was more Mugen parts for the S2000 that I like, but I'm not a big fan of the Mugen selection for the S2K, unfortunately. But yeah. Oh man, this car is so nice. I like it. I like it so much. It's nice. Here's the serial number for any of you guys wanted to see the serial number for the Type R. But man, but yeah. So let me get to the parts that he ended up getting. For starting off, it's not too bad. He got mainly kind of exterior. So one of the few things that he got are obviously interior mods here, which are these are the door panel scuff plates, whatever you want to call them. And these are Mugen. These are just stick on. These aren't that big of a thing to do. And he obviously got the door handle protectors. And these are pretty much, they stick onto the door handle. So it doesn't scratch, because I don't know if you guys notice on some of these cars, they be having a lot of scratches and scuffs because so many people, they'll scratch it at some point. So that's what this is for, which is pretty cool. Nothing major, but it's the details, man. It's the details. You gotta remember, the details that counts. And here is the part number in case any of you guys have a FK8. There's the part number for that. I do believe these are the same.
Yeah,
looks like the same. Yeah, and there's no part number on these. Yep, there you go. Door inner protector. That's what it is right there. These mirrors are pretty cool because for one, they have like a blinking turn signal in the mirror. It's kind of hard to see here, but you'll see it once it's installed on the car. And these are pretty cool. I didn't know they make these for the FK, but apparently they do. Civic Hydro LED mirror. There's a part number in case you guys are interested. It's a set. I'm gonna have to take apart the mirror assembly and see how that's gonna turn out. This one's gonna be pretty cool. I like these type of things. Those are more of the detail. And so yeah, so that's the mirrors. And he also went ahead and got the Mugen visors for the windows, which I feel like if you ever have a FK8, in my opinion, I feel like these are absolute must have on the Civic. I don't know, for some reason I'm a sucker for visors. I think visors look very cool on hatchbacks or any 4-door type of car. It just gives it that more like a touring look, so to speak. It's pretty cool. It just gives it a little bit more of an accent, you know? Like, ain't nothing wrong with adding a little bit of extra stuff to the car to make it stand out a little bit more, you know? And but yeah, like last but not least, and oh yeah, I forgot to show the part number for this. Here's a part number for you guys. Ventilated visor. So the big box, what's in the box? Some of you guys might already know what this is, but in case you guys don't know, this is the Mugen taillights. Now this is a little bit strange to me, because I'm a little bit, not concerned, but I don't know if, because usually Mugen parts, they would say made in Japan, but this one is apparently made in Taiwan. So I'm a little like, you know, like a little confused. So I'm not entirely sure, but so far, opening the box, I reviewed it. It does come with the instructions, the actual legitimate Japanese instructions. So this one's gonna be something else. It should be plug and play. It shouldn't be that crazy far off, but so far it looks legitimate. It looks legitimate. Let me know in the comments if anybody knows anything about that, because I'm not too familiar with like the FK8 parts and what they do, you know, as far as like the supply manufacturers. But yep, but so far it looks good. Yeah, it's gonna be like a very subtle but yet very noticeable change onto the FK8 on the taillight. Obviously still stock, nothing done to it, but yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good transformation. So I'm gonna try my best to record some of the footage on here, and hopefully I do my best into providing you some Civic Type R content. There might be more of this in the near future, whenever he decides to get more parts for it. But obviously I'm more focused on the S2K, and whenever he gets parts on this, then, you know, I'll probably do like a little capture on this car as well, because I think it's pretty cool to record some of this stuff, especially for the FK8, because I know there's a lot of people. The FK8 and the S2000 community are kind of like mixed in, they're grouped in, because, you know, it's Honda, it's the Honda family. But yeah, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna get started on the door protectors first, since it's like pretty much the easiest parts to do. So, and then I'll do the more difficult stuff like the mirror. Usually the ones that are gonna take the longest are gonna be the mirror and the tail lights, but I'm gonna do these first because I like doing the easy stuff first, because why not? There we go. Doesn't look off. That way it don't scratch. We'll take all the scratches. I think it's a lot easier to remove the top adhesion part, stick it on, and then take it off from the bottom. That way you don't feel like you messed something up. Either way it goes, it's a little tricky, because this sticky part is like really sticky, and it's really easy to like mess it up a little bit, but it's okay. If you can pull it off and fix it, you could do that. Either with some alcohol, or if you just wash the car, make sure you take anything, any residue, any dirt on here. That way, like, it'll get stuck on there for sure. This is the type of stuff that I absolutely love. Like, I know to some people it may not be a big deal, but it's the details. It's the details that matters. very noticeable. You know, obviously the exterior, practical, very usable. So it's not, and I think they're not that expensive actually. They're pretty good. I mean, how much did you pay for them?
60 bucks.
60 bucks for what? For both?
I think it was
For the pair?
Yeah, 2 pairs for 35 and the
That's
other
not bad.
35,
That's not bad.
70 bucks with the shipping.
If you have a Type R, I feel like this is like a must have in my opinion. That way it offers a little bit of protection to the door handles, or to the overall, and it gives it a nicer, cleaner look to the car. In order to avoid this from happening, the little top part of this plastic sticking here, I think it'll be a lot better if you peel it off a little bit. That way it doesn't get stuck. The first official Mugen mod on the FK8. The door handles, pretty cool. I recommend it. I would definitely get this. Like, if you're gonna get anything for the Type R, I definitely recommend these. Not because I'm just like a Mugen fanboy or anything, but I like it. I like it a lot. These are for, you know, sometimes you're gonna rub your shoe against this and you're gonna scrape it up. You don't wanna scrape up your door panel. That's what this is for. You know, as probably not important to many people, but I mean, if you wanna keep your door panels scuff free, this is gonna take the abuse. I don't know if it's real carbon fiber, but it looks cool. Mugen, of course. And how these go, they don't go like this. They start off from right here. So obviously there's gonna be a left side, the driver's side, and a passenger side. So you're gonna wanna line it up like this. And then, you know, these are super easy. Same thing, you know, you take the adhesive off and, you know, you make sure you stick it on right. Try not to drop it. That would suck because then you'll absolutely ruin it. There's a scuff protector. It's kind of hard to see from a distance, but overall, it's the protection. You know, that way it'd take abuse from your shoe, like smacking into it, scuffing it. So far, pretty cool. Very minor, but you know, it's the details as always. I feel like this side is the most important side because that's where your passengers jump in, and they either don't know how to get in the car, or like, you know, because of the bucket seats, the way the bucket seats are laid out, they're more than likely gonna kick this side all the time. So also it goes well with the door panels since it has this like kind of like this carbon fiber look to it. It blends in. Everything goes well together. But after all, it's already a Type R, so it kind of has everything already that you want on it. It also goes well with the side skirts as well, so can't go wrong with it. I'm super impressed by these mirrors right here. I think these mirrors are pretty cool. Just the fact that they have an LED strip, like kind of like over here, kind of hidden, and you can't even tell. Like even if like you can't see the little dots or anything of that matter. I think it's pretty cool. I like how they hide it. And I see they have wiring on here. So on this part, I'm just gonna do one side, and you're pretty much gonna repeat the process for the other side, and you kind of get the idea. But I'll give you like the process on this side. That way, you know, you can kind of use it on the other side as well. Pull up on it. There should be some tabs on here. Just carefully like wiggle it out. Yeah, they got these little prongs in here with the little boot. Disconnect these right here. Oh, they come off together, and see, just like that. Gotta remove 1, 2. So I guess it's just 2 screws. And now after you remove the screws, you're gonna pull up on these tabs right here to kind of release the back part. So unfortunately, off camera, I pulled it off and the clip broke. I had to like try to pull it off, but it's still held on by these 2 clips right here, but still it kind of sucks that, you know, the clip broke. But yeah, just be really careful when you do this. There's a really tricky clip to get back here. It looked like it was stuck on there completely, but I managed to kind of manhandle it off. But yeah, just be careful when you do these. You don't want to break it. All right, so the next part, you're gonna unplug this connector right here. Try to press down on it and pull out. I'm not gonna try to remove the whole mirror assembly. I'm just gonna snake the connector out, and then you're gonna use this connector, which you're gonna plug on this side right here. And I believe you can put this here. Try to snake it in there somehow. Actually, this is gonna replace that side. And then this connector is gonna take the place where you just disconnected the stock connector. I'm gonna plug it in like so. Here's the snap, it's in there. Now this part right here, it's probably gonna hang. And I believe you just snake these wires out, because these are what illuminates the mirrors right here. And you're gonna snake it in the hole right here. And that's where it's gonna take its place. We're gonna remove these little things that hold on to the mirror. And so, you know, as you can see the mirror right here. Just carefully pry each corner off, and then it'll come off somehow. And then you just wanna match the same one and just press in, and just like that, it goes in. Simple. So on this part, there's gonna be a black and white wire and a full black wire. So what you're gonna wanna do is connect the black and white wire with the black and white wire. Push these in. You'll hear a snap. That way you'll know it's in there. You hear like a little snap. There you go. And now, let's see. These are both the same, so you can plug these in to the mirror. Like so. And you hear the same thing. You hear the little pop. All right, so now I'm gonna test out. I'm gonna just let it hang a little bit. So now I'm gonna test out to see if the mirrors are working. So let's see. Does it work?
Yeah.
Hey, oh, that's clean. That's real clean. Oh man, I like that a lot. That's dope. Now we can try to pull these upwards and cover it. Little sleeves on there. Little connector sleeves. Reassemble the mirror. You wanna put the screws back in. So when you put these mirrors back in, you kinda wanna like make sure you put these little white prongs back into the boot carefully. You can slide the panel back in. Make sure the mirrors move. What I had to do is the little white prongs that go into the little boots popped out somehow. So I'm gonna test it to see if it works. Nice. Okay, now repeat the process on driver's side. Now we can get to the next step where you put on the visors. Looks like some clips of some sort. Never seen these clips. Oh, these are the hooks. Yeah, these are the hooks that go on the visors and stuff like that. Comes with a little set like that. This is the, well, it has Mugen. It does have Mugen on it. I don't know if it's hard to tell on camera. Let's see it right here. Yeah, guys get the idea. This might be the passenger. I know these. I know these are the rear door visors. Also, the Mugen logo is only on the rears, but the fronts don't have it. Whoa, let me see if this one has it. Not that it matters and makes a big difference, but just kind of curious to see. Yeah. Instructions in Japanese. Looks pretty straightforward. Yep, that's it. I'm just gonna line it up just to kind of get an idea on where it's gonna be at. So I'm assuming this rubber thing stays on there. And this. Ooh. This goes over this little part right here. A little trim. Remove the rubber a little bit so you can put the hooks inside, because it hooks underneath it, or like under this part right here. Different compared to like the WeatherTechs, because the WeatherTechs can just like slide in here, but since these are held on by the double-sided tape, like right here on the back, but that's towards the end, and then the hooks have to go here and here, where the holes are at. There's like these little holes, and right here and right here. But they come in the kit, and that's what these little things are for, to pop them into these hooks. So you gotta bring down the weather strip a little bit, let it hang. There's 8 hooks, a pair for each side. So for this side, you're gonna pop off. Wait, what is this? They're plastic. Cause like before, I've seen visors that have like little aluminum, but I don't like this plastic. I don't know, it's a little weird. Why would they use plastic on this? It just looks too easy to
break off.
You know? The first thing you want to do is grab one of these small little pins and line them up with these holes right here with the hook and push them in. So before you put these in, put the little pins in, you want to put the hook facing outwards. Like, I don't know if I'm able to make it visible right here, like that. And then you pop them in. Once you pop in these little pins, they lock in place on the inside. I don't know if it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but you kind of get the idea. Peel it off once you put the visor in place. Slide the hook underneath the weather strip. When you have the hook and the visor lined up, you want it to look like that. That way you can put the weather strip in and secure it completely. But you have to make sure line these up with the sticky tape, like as close as possible to the door. That way you can put the weather strip in. Now you can do this. Press down on it, because literally what's holding it is a double-sided tape. I remember a long time ago, some visors had a metal hook or aluminum hook or whatever type of hook, but it was like actual, it wasn't plastic. That's from what I remember. So to be honest, I'm a little disappointed by the hooks not being like aluminum or metal, or whatever the case may be, and them being plastic. I think I'm pretty disappointed for the fact that these visors are from Mugen and they're plastic hooks. Like, I expected, something a little bit more secure than a plastic hook, but that's just a nitpick. For the most part, the visors are on. They're tight. They're sitting flush on the car. Make sure to just press them down as best as you can. I'm sure like once the car's outside and the heat is gonna stick completely on there, so you won't have to worry about them peeling off, hopefully. Hopefully they won't. And that's the passenger side. And you repeat the process on the driver's side. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna show you this side because I don't know, continue to make the video longer and do the other side, but you kind of get the idea. If you did it on one side, just repeat the process on the other side. So far, oh man, it's looking pretty good. I know it's kind of hard to tell because it's nighttime right now, but definitely do like a full walk around whenever it's the daytime. Get a little bit of footage of that. But for now, we're gonna get started on the installing the Mugen taillights. The grand finale of the Mugen part installation for the Type R is the Mugen taillights. It has like some styrofoam adhesive, a connector, 2 connectors, and some zip ties, a little piece. So it says R on here for the right side. So we're just gonna take it out and look at it. So this is a little piece that goes on the trunk. It's Mugen part number right here. Just to verify if it's authentic. So this is the right side tail light of the Mugen tail light. Mugen logo. There's a switch on here. There's a switch right here. I don't know what that's all about.
For the sequentials.
Oh, the sequential?
Correct. So instead of it blinking, it would just...
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to take apart all this trim right here in order to put the little small piece on the hatch, which would be this little piece right here and the one on the right side. You're gonna want to push this little rubber thing inwards. That way all these cables fit. Oh, yep. It's on. Okay, that's the brake light. Do the turn signal. Okay. Now put it in reverse. Okay. Yeah, everything works. Okay, so that's how it looks like without the switch. Now I'm gonna turn on the switch, turn it off. Okay, switch is on, go ahead. That's how it looks like. I think it looks better with the sequentials, to be honest. So that's gonna stay on. You're just gonna put in the wires and then just make sure the rubber, the little rubber stopper here that goes inside is sealed properly on the hole, and just bolt on the tail light, and that's it. Pop this out. Yep. And this is gonna reveal 2 10mm screws. I'm gonna remove this top panel. It'll make the side panels a lot easier to remove. This one doesn't want to come off. There we go. Put that on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it hanging like this, because literally the little tail light right here, this little piece of the tail light, you can reach it from right here, so you don't really necessarily have to take everything out. If you can, if you want to, you can, but for the most part, you don't really need to. And we put in the new Mugen one. Unfortunately, from what I've seen, that this does absolutely nothing. So that's pretty dumb. Yeah, it's a full-on dummy light, dude. Oh man. It's less satisfaction to put them on. Well, apparently this little thing doesn't do anything. It's just there for style, which is pretty unfortunate. Doesn't do anything besides make it look good. It would have been cool if like it worked like it should. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get somebody to wire it up to make it work properly, but the whole point is for it to work all together as one thing. Well, that's pretty disappointing. Mugen got explaining to do. What's up with that? People pay hard-earned money for stuff to work. Stuff is being sold like this. So that's the reverse. Do the blinkers. It would have been nice if this goes along with that, but for some reason Mugen decided to make this a dummy light. I mean, it is what it is. It looks good. It looks good. I just wish that this went along with this, but definitely a nice little taillight upgrade. He does have plans on doing the rear bumper, the Mugen rear bumper, and also possibly the side skirts and maybe the front lip. I don't know. I don't know what he has plans for the front, but he definitely has way more stuff plans for this car. It's going to be pretty exciting to see the progression. I'll probably document that as well on the channel alongside with the S2K, but the main focus is the S2K. Probably my favorite one of them all is the Mugen mirrors with the LED turn signal. Pretty cool, nice little subtle, but still noticeable mods for the FK8. I'm sure that my brother's really stoked. He's been waiting to get all this stuff done, and it's finally on the car. Looks pretty sick. Probably do a little walk around in the daytime. It's obviously nighttime right now. The S2K is there, just watching, being jealous. But overall, pretty cool. Pretty cool mods. Looking good. Looking good. Yep. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so it's getting a little dark, but it's the right amount of lighting. So for the most part, car looks so much better, way much better. Looks well much more equipped, especially now that it has the visors, the door protectors. Looks good. Looks really good. It's kind of hard to tell, like from the side, especially like, but you can definitely see the visors. Very nice. And then obviously tail lights. It looks good. The OEM tail lights are still good as well, but most definitely now with the Mugen taillights, looks way better. And then obviously the mirrors here, very good addition. And yeah, he definitely has more plans on doing some stuff. One of the things that he keeps telling me that he might end up doing is the Mugen rear bumper, and he also wants to change out the side markers to the clear ones. And he doesn't know where he's gonna, what else is he gonna do for the front end wise, but for now I think it's like pretty good the way it is now, because he got like the, well, in my opinion, kind of like almost the must-haves for the Type R. It's especially like, you know, especially if you daily drive it, like how he daily drives this car. You know, obviously the protection, the everyday use protection wise, and just overall everyday usage, you know. Obviously it looks good. Everything's practical. So man, I highly recommend majority of it. If you definitely have the money for it, I would definitely recommend it. In my opinion, I would do almost exactly everything that he ended up getting for this car. Personally, if I were to own a Type R, this is almost like exactly what I would do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of instigate a little bit on some of the purchases, if I do say so myself. but yeah, overall, like, can't go wrong with any of these little cosmetic things, especially if you're into the whole Mugen, Spoon, Jay's Racing, the whole JDM like parts, like just overall JDM part add-on to the car. Can't go wrong with OEM quality parts whatsoever. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about what he has on his FK8. If it's something that you'll like to see more of, well, I'm still gonna put up more videos of it, but I like just more of a progression for his stuff. You know, I'm gonna just put it on a separate playlist, but the main priority of this channel for the most part is just overall documenting the build of my S2000, and just for you know, for some fun in between time while I'm waiting for parts or getting stuff done to my car. I'll probably, like, if he has some stuff laying around, or if he has stuff that he ended up picking up for his Type R that he wants to add on there, I'll probably add it onto the channel. You know, because it's pretty cool. It's a Type R. It's part of the Honda family. Why not, right? And it's just my brother. You know, like, I don't mind doing some stuff for him. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. See what you guys think. I want to know your opinion so far on the Type R. So that's gonna be it. All right, till the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.